Yeah, good morning, my dear children.
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah, so as you know, we are in the topic of fundamental rights,
Yes.
and yesterday almost we covered three rights, three fundamental rights, and
Okay.
under that, few more rights are also prescribed by the Constitution of India.
Okay.
That also we covered. Okay,
Okay.
so let us continue today the next fundamental right out of how many fundamental rights?
Six fundamental rights.
Six fundamental rights. So, can any one of you tell me what is the first fundamental right yesterday we discussed? So, no revision.
Right to equality.
Yeah. After writing on the board, you are giving the answer. Right to equality. Okay.
Okay.
Under this, we covered various features also. Next, again, I don't want to dig in into that. The next one, right to freedom.
Okay.
Even here also we covered so many points that the people, the citizens, those who are living in our country, they are having each and every person is having the particular right to move anywhere in India. They can reside, depends upon their profession and occupation. They can move they can move to any kind of place all over India. And at the same time, each and every person, those who are living in territory of India, every person is varying a right to express and right to speak whatever they want, whenever they want, but it should be in a limited manner. If any person is talking about any one or any topic or anything, they can have a right to speak, right to express their views and ideas according to their perception, but at the same time, it should be in a limited manner. It should not cross over no one should go beyond that. So, that is one of the thing. And one more thing, even the people, whether a person or a group of people, they are having the right to assemble means nothing but they can gather together to organize any event or conduct any meeting only to discuss about the problems whatever their problems. Suppose take for example in any one constituency, if they are facing any problem with their leader, so they'll form an association, they'll come together and they'll discuss the problems. And even if they want to take a rally because of any problem, they are having each and every right to take a rally, but before that they have to take the permission from the concerned department, that is nothing but police department. So even we covered yesterday that I said simply giving permission is not end the responsibility of the police department. Once if they gave permission to any of the people to gather the meeting or to take a rally on the road, everything should be under control. It is the utmost responsibility to look after by the police department. So police people should accompany with this group of people to look after, to stop unknown things on the road or wherever that event will happen.
Okay.
So that is also one of the right we discussed yesterday. And the important depends on the profession, depends on the occupation. Everyone is having a right to move wherever they want to reside all over India, they can move. That also it should be in a restricted manner. Now the third one is the third important fundamental right is right to life. Under right to life, we can take so many examples. So many things will comes under the category of right to life. So, right to life is nothing but the people, those who are living in the society, every person is having a right to live their life according to their wish, according to their wish. Under this right to life, even Constitution of India, when it prepares laws, suppose take for example, if any person committed a law, committed any crime, so The law is having, yesterday I told you, no one is exempted in front of the law. No one is exempted in the front of the law, even though the leader of the nation or whether whomever the person they are, whether a prime minister or chief minister or any other minister or any person from film industry, everyone should attend themselves or should present themselves in the court of law if any offense or any file was charged against such person. So
Okay.
even prime minister also has to present himself in the court of law, because n number of times I said no one is excusable in front of the law. Everyone are punished. So depends on the commitment of the crime. Depends on the commitment of the crime. Even what kind of punishment should be given to that victim, that also designed very clearly in the Constitution of India.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever the judgment was given by the court. So yesterday even I told one point. Everyone is having their own right to express. Everyone is having their own choice to live in the society. If government is violating any of the fundamental right to any of the person, that person is having right to go straight away either to High Court or Supreme Court. So Supreme Court or High Court, they can pass the orders, they can issue the orders, which is called as what? Yesterday we came across one word. What is this? Writ.
Writ.
The orders, not writ. Writ, W should be silent.
Okay.
Okay, WRIT doesn't mean we have to pronunciate writ. So it is a writ actually.
Okay.
So if any, even government should not violate the laws which is prescribed in the Constitution of India. If they are violating any person's freedom or liberty, each and every person is having the right to go file against the government in the court of law, and Supreme Court can issue orders straight away to the certain government, which is called as writ, and also suo motu. So suo motu means nothing but it is charges against to the government can issue by the court of law. So these are all examples we came across yesterday. Now when point comes to right to life, as I said, every person will have a right to live according to their own choice. So no one is either will have to take their caste, creed, religion, sex. It should not comes under, we cannot and we should not take into consideration these parameters to judge the people. So if any person committed a crime, if police people wants to arrest any person, they have to charge, file FIR, first information report, nothing but FIR means nothing but first information report. That should be without giving prior notice to that particular person. Even though they are higher officials, no police is having a right to arrest any person against the norms and conditions. So maybe person committed a crime. Okay. So it doesn't mean that without charging or without going with any orders from the government, police department does not have any right to arrest the person. Once after issuing the orders that we are going to arrest you on so and so conditions because of your crime was, you committed a crime, that should be clarified in the court of law. We got an order to make an arrest you. So by taking all these into consideration, the police people can arrest a person, and they are department is having a right to present that particular person in the court of law. So after hearing by the Supreme Court or High Court or local court, whatever the court is, the punishment which is announced by the court of law, the department should be in a limited manner. Whatever the punishment was announced by the court of law, they have to go accordingly. They have to follow the same. They have to go accordingly means what? They have to follow the same. Okay. But even though police department, even though they are the government servant, no one is having a right to take law into their own hands. They cannot act against the law. Okay, whatever the punishment was declared by the court of law, they have to follow the same, but they should not go beyond that. They should not go beyond that. So each and every person, the way they want to live, whatever the life they want to live in this society, each and every person is having a right. And in the year 2002, the age group of people, that is 6 to 14 years of age group of children, the government decided to give primary education with a free of cost.
Okay.
What is the age group of the children here? 6 to 14 years. 6 to 14 years age group people, the Constitution of India and the Government of India decided to give primary education for these children with the free of cost. So, government gave instructions to the education department to establish schools accordingly, and even their responsibility is to inform all the parents to send their children regular to the school without taking any leaves. So sending regular, taking admission, sending regular to the school is not enough. The responsibility, they will not end the responsibility of a parent. Meanwhile, after taking admission, after sending their children regular to the school, once in a while, whenever it is possible, parent has to visit the school. They have to interact with the subject teachers, and at the same time, if they have any problem with any of the teacher or any of the staff member, including caretaker. Caretaker means what? IMS.
Yes.
So if they are facing any kind of problems in the school premises, parent is having every right to come and meet and discuss what exactly the problem is going with his child or her child with the principal madam or principal sir. So the government gave an assurance, and even government gave assurance means what? Guarantee. Assurance means what? Guarantee. In Telugu we can call it as hami. So you can live your life. I can give a guarantee. I'll be like a shield, or I'll protect your right to life. The way, whatever the way you want to live, you are having 100% chance to live your or to lead your life on your own. So that kind of, even as I said, the once if the court of law announced the punishment, that punishment also will be protected by the law. No one person's personal life except law, no one is having any right to disturb anybody's personal life. Did you get my point?
Yes.
So what I mean to say here, except law means except the Constitution of India, which is prescribed very clearly, only except judiciary, no other person is having a right to disturb one's personal life. So here, by taking all these into consideration, right to life is one of the main and important fundamental right. Okay, so here, as I said, 6 to 14 years of age group people, they announced primary education to each and everyone, and parents' responsibility to send them regularly. And one more important fundamental right is the fourth one, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. So in most of the areas, I think everyone will visit wherever you want to go, right? There you can find even some child laborers also, those who are working in hotels, restaurants and some other places.
Yes.
Okay, so below 14 years of age group children are not supposed to appoint or are not supposed to do any kind of work, and no one is having any right to take work forcefully.
Okay.
In olden days, when we are under the control of, under the ruling of Britishers, Britishers did not take whether that person is a child, whether that person is an old age person, lady or male person. Nothing is important for them. Only the thing is, the main aim, they want to occupy our India, and they used to torture, or else they used to suffer a lot, our Indians. Okay, so here right against exploitation is nothing but is having any right to take any service forcefully without paying any wages. In those days, what happens, what the Britishers used to do, the kings and kingdoms used to do that, forcefully they used to take the work from the people.
Yes.
In return, even they did not pay any kind of wages to those people. Wages means what? Salary in the
Okay.
form of amount.
Okay.
Suppose take for example, servant is coming to our house.
Yes.
Every month are we paying a certain salary or amount to that person or not?
Yes.
So we are not supposed to take free service from any person unless and until the opposite person they themselves are interested to serve other people. Okay.
Okay.
So whether it is a milk person or servant or whomever they are, the people, those who are serving the society, without paying wages, without giving any amount, we are not supposed to take service from the people forcefully. If you are taking service from any person, definitely make sure yourself that you have to pay some amount in the form of salary. So each and every person has to survive their own family, right?
Yes.
They have to run their own family.
Yes.
So to run the family, just simply it is not possible. What we need, if you want to buy any food items or if you want to buy any TV or any mobile phone or whatever the household things, okay, what plays an important role here? Money makes everything.
Okay.
If there is no money, there is no wealth and health, right?
Yes.
So when money is making everything, when we are taking service from certain people, as a responsible person, we have to give certain amount in the form of salary to that person so that he can survive himself.
Okay.
That is point number 1.
Okay.
If you decided to take service from the people, then decide yourself to pay the amount also at the same time. Okay, but in olden days, the people were used to treat it very cruelly. They used to beat the people. They used to harm the people. Okay, so without paying certain wages, with free of cost, the Britishers used to take services from the people, which is not at all good. So to abolish such kind of environment, to vanish or to remove such kind of policies, the one of the fundamental rights, the Constitution of India decided, created or implemented right against exploitation as one of the fundamental rights. Okay, especially government passes the rule that the people, first and foremost important thing is child labor should not be entertained or encouraged.
Okay.
If any people are working below 14 years, they are seriously going to punish.
Yes.
Okay, even though if the children, those who crossed 14 years of age also, in spite of crossing that age also, children are not supposed to work in certain factories like where the situation will become life threat to their own. Like crackers is one of the best example. Manufacturing of crackers, manufacturing of matchboxes. In certain, there are few places where children are not supposed to work in certain areas. So this is all about right against exploitation. So I think you understood very clearly what is right against exploitation. That is, people, no one is having any right to take services forcefully from the people. If you are taking service from any of the people, you have to definitely make sure that you have to pay the amount to that person in the form of salary. So that is called as right against exploitation. And one more, the important point also I mentioned that the people, the children, those who are below the age group of 14 years, they are not supposed to work in any of the factories like crackers or manufacturing factories of matchboxes and all. So this all we covered under right against exploitation. Now, the fifth fundamental right is right to have a freedom of religion. What it is?
Right to have a freedom
Right of
of-
freedom of a religion. Freedom of religion means what? Religion means what? Caste, nothing but. Okay. So here, the people, as our country is a secular country,
Ma'am, religion means nothing but a caste. Uh, like in Telugu, matam, right?
matam.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a
Matamu,
caste, right?
kulam. Matamu, kulamu. Every comes under the same. Religion means matam. Okay. So here, what I mean to say, creed, caste, creed, and religion, nothing but.
Okay.
So the people, those who are living in the country of India, as you know, India is said to be a secular state with different kinds of religions, with so many languages, with so many castes. Okay, so here people is having the Constitution of India clearly mentioned in one of the fundamental rights that people may belongs to any of the religion, whether they are Hindu or Muslim or Christian, whomever they are. If any person wants to convert themselves into other caste or other religion, Telugu people can convert themselves into, Hindu people can convert themselves into Christianity,
Yes.
and Christian people can change them into Hindu religion, and even Muslim religion people also, if they wish to convert themselves into any other religion, they can. No one is here to stop them, or no one is here to stop any person if any person according to his or her wish, if they want to change into other religion. Okay. So this is one of the fundamental right where a people is having a freedom and liberty. Liberty means nothing but in Telugu we can call it as swecha. Liberty, freedom, both are synonyms, both are same. There is no change in the meaning. Okay. So being a citizen of India, suppose take for example, I belongs to Hindu person. As I studied, my total education went through missionary school, that is in Christian school.
Okay.
So I did not have any kind of parameters that I have to follow only Hindu gods.
Okay.
Even I like Jesus also.
Okay.
If I like Jesus, you doesn't have any right to fight with me by saying that being a Hindu belongs to Hindu religion, why you will encourage and why you will like Jesus? Do you have any right?
No.
No one is having any right. It is my wish, it is my choice. So most of the people, maybe few religions, they won't believe other religions, but our Hindu religion people are said to be like, they'll visit total, where Hindu religion people, they'll visit mosque. Mosque means what? Masjid.
Okay.
Masjid or dargah, you can call it as.
Yeah.
Most of the Telugu people will visit so many dargahs with lot of beliefs, and what can I say? They like to visit dargahs.
Okay.
If any unknown things are happening in their personal life, most of the Hindu religion people will visit dargahs, or they'll convert themselves into Christianity religion rather than visiting our own temples. Okay, so God is only one. We created like that, our God is very great, and other religions God is nothing here, everything like that. Okay, so what I mean to say, overall, right to freedom to have a religion. Any person in India, those who are living, whatever the religion they belongs to, whatever the caste they belongs to, each and every person will have a right to convert themselves into other religion. So no restricted laws have been prepared in the Constitution of India. So religions are also protected by the law. Religions are also protected by the law. And next one, right to education and culture. The next, what is the last fundamental right here? Right to education and culture. So education and culture is nothing but the people, those who are living in the territory of India, they have every right to organize, to introduce or to launch or to start any school or any institution to run on their own, like educational institutions, colleges, or even I have a right to open a school. Okay, only the thing is whether I am going according to the norms and conditions prescribed by the education department or not, to see is my responsibility.
Okay.
So each and every person will have a right to run the organization, to open the school, to open any kind of the thing. Okay, here. And everyone is having responsibility to protect the culture and at the same time education also. Suppose take for example, what kind of language we are speaking in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh? Obviously Telugu. Our mother tongue is Telugu. So Telugu states, two Telugu states are there like Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So majority of the people will live by whom here? Who is living? Telugu people only. Yes. There is no any law made by the government that only Telugu people, only Punjab, only Sikh people have to live in Punjab state. Okay. Only Tamil people has to live in Tamil Nadu. Only Malayalam people has to reside in Kerala. There is no parameters like that. No one law has been made by the Constitution of India. As I said, according to their profession, according to their occupation, people are having every right to move to any of the state in the India. Okay, only the thing is, if any people, suppose take for example in our Telangana state, Kannada speaking people will be there. Kannada people wants to start any institution in Telangana. Being as the head of the state, we cannot pretend, we cannot stop them. Ours is a Telugu state. Being as a Kannada people, you should not, you cannot start your organization in our state. We cannot say that. Even Telugu people are residing in some other states. If Telugu people wants to open any institution, any school for Telugu medium or Kannada medium, people are having every right to open in other states also. So no one is having any right to stop any person that ours is a particular state and our language is so and so. Only we people will live in this state. No other people are allowed to be in our state, and you are not supposed to start your organization or Telugu medium for Telugu people, for Kannada people. So there are no kind of parameters are designed in such a way. So people can live, people can reside any of the state, even though they belongs to different religion or different culture, different language also speaking. Based on their convenience, people can start their own organizations, their own institutions, even in other states also. Depends on the consistent of the people of that particular state. We cannot stop anyone that you don't have any right to start your organization in our state because ours is a Telugu state. Kannada people, don't come to our state. Tamil people, you cannot start here. There are no such kind of parameters are designed by the Constitution of India. So what I mean to say, finally we have to protect the education and culture. Maybe the person belongs to any of the language or any of the state. So these are the fundamental rights in the Constitution of India. I think everyone understood very clearly about the fundamental rights, and in the next class let us discuss few more points about abolition of child and child marriages also. What are those? Let me continue in the next period. Okay, till then, bye bye.